On a quiet night under a turquoise sky, a strange sound filled the city. No one knew where it came from. But New, the curious boy on the scooter, was the first to notice it, his big turquoise eyes full of wonder. Beside him was his funny friend Zagzag, a tiny fluffy creature covered in gray fur, always making silly noises between laughter and fear. New looked at the horizon and said, "Did you hear that, Zagzag? It's coming from far away, maybe from another world." New rode his little scooter through the narrow streets, while Zagzag hopped beside him like a ball of fur. Suddenly, an old stone wall opened with a shining crack, like a magical door. The two friends walked closer, then jumped inside without thinking. They found themselves in a strange world. The sky was under their feet, and the ground was above their heads. Trees grew upside down, and birds flew the wrong way. Everything was strange. Even the words were written backward, like the word new on New's sweater, which became a secret key to open magic doors. While they laughed at the upside-down things, a giant dragon with transparent wings appeared. But he wasn't scary. He was crying. New asked, "Why are you so sad, dragon?" The dragon answered, "The voices of this world were stolen. No one can talk or sing anymore. Only you have the key." The crying dragon led them to a castle where a huge machine made a deep humming sound. New came closer and saw something amazing. A little girl trapped inside a glowing crystal at the heart of the machine. She wore a white dress shining like the moon, and her big eyes were full of hope. The dragon said, "This girl is called Lyra, the guardian of voices. The black shadow locked her inside this machine, and because of that, all voices became silent." New stepped closer and asked, "But why was she locked away?" The shadow formed in front of them and shouted angrily, "Because she wanted to teach everyone to sing freely, and I don't want freedom of voices. I wanted her trapped so I could control the world alone." New stood bravely on his scooter while Zagzag made silly sounds that confused the shadow. But the shadow's magic was strong. New thought, there must be a secret word, a word to bring back the voices. He remembered the sweater he was wearing with the word new on it, and suddenly he knew his name was the key. He shouted loudly, "New!" At that moment, the machine shook, the crystal broke, and Lyra was free. She lifted her small hands and sent out waves of sweet music that broke the shadow's power. The dark smoke faded away into nothing. Voices returned to the world. The birds sang, the trees whispered, and the rivers played gentle music. Lyra smiled with gratitude and said, "If it weren't for you, I would have stayed a prisoner forever. You are the true heroes." Zagzag laughed and said, "I'm a singing hero too." Then he made a funny sound that made everyone burst out laughing. But the biggest surprise came when New and Zagzag returned to their own world. Everything started talking. The scooter sang, the doors whispered, even the school bags told stories. New smiled and said, "Our journey ended here, or maybe it just began."